Hi, Claudia. I'm very excited that you're here today filming with me because Claudia and I actually met last year when she very kindly gave me a facial, and it was an amazing experience, and I was so interested in your story, and I think it's one that I would love to be able to share on Fighting 50 with my readers, and I think a lot of people will be interested to know more about you. Claudia, you concentrate on people who have skin concerns which are a little bit out of the norm. They're not just a little bit of a flare up or something not going quite right.
I'm dealing with clients where they come in and say, "You're my last resort, you're my last hope." Where mothers come in with their daughters or their sons and say, "We've tried everything, been everywhere, we don't know what to do, we really need your help." I'm dealing with major skin problems where usually you would go and see a dermatologist and you would get antibiotics or steroids or cortisone, anything, it depends on your skin concern. You would get that prescribed.
So your approach is far more holistic, isn't it?
Yes.
And you're very hands-on, and I know that you've actually been working in this environment for quite a long time. It's quite a long time ago that you came to London.
30 years.
You don't look old enough to have been in London for this long.
Well, I haven't been in London. I have been 20 years in London.
Okay, but treating these skin conditions, you still don't look old enough to have been doing. Claudia started this when she was age 9, obviously. So, but people, as we said, they come to you when they're in this really desperate situation.
Yeah.
Now, from that, I know you've previously had a clinic where people come for treatment, and from that I understand that you've really learnt what people's problems are and how it can be readdressed. Now, you've taken that through to a product range. What actually inspired you to start the range?
Well, as we said just now, I'm having clients coming to approach me who are in desperate need, who really also suffer from their skin trauma, but also it's causing trauma to their life.
But it must be so stressful because, you know, the first thing you see about anybody is pretty much their skin, isn't it?
It is, yes. It's your face, it's everywhere, you know, you can't hide it. One client said, "My skin is so bad, can I come and see you?" And because he was new, I didn't know who he is. He said, "I will be the guy with the brown paper bag on my head."
That's just sad. That's really, really sad.
So these people really need help, and I wanted to address the issues, the skin concerns, the skin problems without using harsh chemicals, without using steroids, antibiotics, or cortisone creams, you know.
So all the traditional methods that maybe a doctor would prescribe. So if you went to your doctor who maybe didn't quite understand what was going on, that would probably be the first thing they'd give you, would it?
Put a little smile on my face, doctor, thinking of the GPs. Sorry guys out there who are good GPs, but the feedback I'm getting is really bad from my clientele.
The GPs just don't really understand what happens to the skin.
And I would say it's good to actually consult a dermatologist, but I'm so against any chemicals, any harsh products that can cause so many more problems to your internal organs or problems to your health as well, because it all has side effects. And I'd rather work with something natural, and I've developed something natural without using these kind of chemicals, but with fast results.
Okay, so tell me, your range, you've got 9 different products which address different concerns. I know these are targeted products, aren't they?
Yeah.
You don't just have a skincare range to have it. You don't have all different cleansers, all different toners.
No. It's been from the beginning that we specifically developed one product after the next product in order to focus on each individual product to make sure you get out of each product the best you need for your skin concern, really.
And your products are highly effective. They're very fast acting. Now, I know this for a fact because
I can say that, yes.
well, not only
I
can say it as well, because last year Claudia very kindly gave me some products for my son to try. He was having some skin problems and he tried all sorts of over-the-counter products and nothing really worked. And Claudia's products have made a huge difference, and mainly because they really address the initial effect of what's happening with your skin. So the redness, for a start, it brings the redness down and then starts to heal and repair. And this is really important. Now,
to accelerate the healing process with the natural ingredients.
That's why it happens quickly, isn't it?
Yeah.
So tell me about some of the ingredients that you use in your products, because you've sourced very key ingredients.
I've sourced key ingredients. Every product, as I said, is targeted with special ingredients to give each skin concern the best results and fast results as well.
We like fast.
It's important these days because you don't want to have problems.
You don't want to wait 28 days to see something working, do you?
No,
you want it to be working.
Our worst skin problems, and I can sit here and honestly say that with all my experience over 20 years in the clinic, 48 hours was the worst skin problem. That means we're having a rosacea, for example, that's open, that's weeping skin, that's bleeding skin, that's so painful for clients where they say, oh my God, it's so painful and it's so itchy. 48 hours, everything, the worst skin problem we cured within 48 hours. Usually if it's
when
not
you say cured,
is
that starting, because obviously skin has to regenerate, it takes a bit of time, but what you're saying is you get really noticeable results.
You get noticeable results really overnight because everybody's emailing me or saying, hey, we had amazing results, it's already gone overnight. And I'm talking about the worst skin concern we or I have been dealing with.
That's
and
fantastic.
I can firmly stand up, and I have all these testimonials, and 20 years my clinic in Marylebone where we had amazing and fantastic results, not just on people's skin, also on their lives, because they feel so good. Once they change their skin, they can take that brown paper bag off and say, here I am, and I'm happy to enjoy my life.
It's life-changing, really, isn't it?
Yes.
It's life-changing, and I think you're very humble about it. But in fact, I think what you do is quite extraordinary, because I think not enough said about bad skin conditions. We talk constantly, we don't, because we don't like it, but the media constantly talk about anti-aging. And you can't go back, you can't reverse the clock, you can't change the fact that we're all going to age. What you can do is change the condition of your skin, and I think that's really what you're doing,
to give it a better texture, better appearance, so you feel good by looking in the mirror in the morning and say, hey, this is me.
So just tell me, you have pulled everything back in your range, you've looked at everything very carefully, some of your products you've reformulated, you've got a fantastic new launch with a superb new ingredient, and you're now taking this to a wider market, is that correct?
We reformulated all of the products.
Have you? Everything?
To everything, in order to go to the retail market, to give it the very best of me and the product,
So this really is taking a bit of Claudia Fallah back home and being able to use your expertise in a bottle.
Yes.
So just to give people an idea, your product range have natural and organic ingredients, and everything's in an airless pump.
And so every ingredient has a purpose.
Now, this is interesting. Okay, so when you're producing a product, let's say for taking down redness, you're looking for a natural ingredient that will actually do that job itself, and then you're combining that with other ingredients to hydrate and to nourish. Okay.
And to keep the glow and get the glow.
Fantastic. Okay. And as we said, so everything's airless, so you're not dipping a grubby finger into everything, so it's protected. And I have to say, it looks beautiful. Your range looks absolutely lovely. And you've got 9 products in the range.
Yes, 9 products to go to the retail market.
And this is suitable for men and women.
Yes, because we all have skin concerns, we all have skin problems. I mean, even if it's just a bit redness flaring up or a bit dryness from flying around the world.
And also, I think, now we've spoken about this before, that men have short beards, which often can cause skin irritation. So again, I know with your formulas, they're very light, they're not heavy, they're not sitting on top of the skin, they're really working with the skin. So they're perfect for that situation.
I have a lot of male clientele who uses the products, and my men clientele also loves the Azoline facial wash because it's so soothing and so calming. And if they do have any irritation around from their beards, it usually calms down. Yeah.
Fantastic. So at the moment your range is available on your website.
It's on my website, yes.
And we're hoping that's going to roll out to a number of retailers in the spring, which again you'll be updating the site no doubt with those retailers.
Absolutely.
But in the meantime, if you're interested in trying Claudia's products, have a look at her website, the link's under this video. And also, if you have any questions, I know you are very hands-on talking to people about their skin concerns. So if you have problems with your skin or questions that you want to ask Claudia, please get in touch. Just leave the question below here, or you can contact Fighting 50, or you can contact Claudia through her website and just ask the question, because she's only too happy to help.
Yeah, I'm very happy to improve everybody's skin.
Well, I think we know that skin is something that really can make or break your day, can't it? You get up and look in the mirror and either it's going to be a good day, everything's looking good, or it's a not so good day. So thank you. Claudia, thank you. I think your range is very exciting.
Thank you, Tracy.
I'm looking forward to seeing it on all the shelves. So, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.